Hi, my name is Ime, and you're watching my channel, Your Little China Girl, on YouTube. Today I want to talk about how to write a song, and this is actually a several-part series to kind of compare how people write songs if they're just writing for fun. You don't have to be professional, and that's who I'm targeting. Non-professionals who just want to learn how to use some of the tools and start with something very, very simple. Now, I have a blog post that goes with this, how to write a song, and it's in several part series that I'm working on. First, you want to have something to create your music on. Now, some of us have instruments laying around. You may not, and I'll be talking in a future blog. If you don't have an instrument and you don't play an instrument, you can still write music, and you can write music that sounds really, really good. If you do have instruments, here I have a Yamaha keyboard that has a lot of oriental sounds, but it has some just standard sounds that you can use. And then what I try to do is first get a song idea into my head, usually from an emotion. So it is Valentine's Day today, and I pick the emotion of sort of what happens when there's a breakup. So bad boyfriend vibe, or bad girlfriend vibe, or bad ex-spouse vibe. So what I did is I went onto the internet, and I asked friends on Facebook, and I asked friends on Twitter, and collected their thoughts anonymously to saying, tell me a story about, why something that someone said made them sort of a bad boyfriend or bad girlfriend in their mind. And trying to keep it light, so it's nothing to like go, oh, you're a horrible person, but keep it very light. And also, you'll see with the kind of music choice, it is a very light subject. And then what I do is I collect all those thoughts, and I put them in a Google Doc. So here I have it on my iPad, and I'm just going to read to you some of the samples there, and it's also going to be in a blog post. So, for example, somebody wrote in and said, September, he said, I love you. July, he said, I don't love you. I never loved you. 2 weeks later, he said, I still love you. I want you badly. Thought that was kind of funny. Here's another one. Summer fling when I was 21. He said he was dumping me because he wanted to spend more time studying ancient Greek. Okay. How about a fight with a college boyfriend when he said, I told you so, after they had baked a fresh apple pie and it fell off the counter. She threw chunks of pie at him that also had chunks of the broken pie pan in it. Thought that was kind of funny. She said afterwards, told you so is never a good idea. So I collect all these ideas, I put them in a Google Doc so I can look at them, and then I try to write some lyrics with that. So then I'll let them sit for a little while and percolate, and then maybe you kind of have a tune that kind of fits that feeling. And so for me, a real standard to just get the juices flowing. This doesn't mean that that's the end product it's going to be, but I chose like a jazz progression. So something that starts at the tonic A, and then goes and progresses into the second movement, which would be in D, and then it's going to move up to E, and go back down to the tonic A. So on this keyboard, I can just keep that there, or I can change my octave. So I could just use one finger, or I can keep it down there. And I would recommend always starting out slowly, so perhaps you want to pick something that can kind of give you a little backbeat in your mind in terms of tempo. So I picked something out for you already. So this is that tempo of 90. So play a little bit. And so I think I like the C instead of the C sharp. So now we're in the second part and back down to the tonic. And add a break. Boom. Okay. So you have other options depending on your keyboard. There I just threw in a break because I knew that it was going to roll into the next chord. And I can then layer on top of that other instruments. Now you can see, even with that, though it's very, very simple, and you can make mistakes and go back and edit it later. So this is just getting it down. It's a little bit of a process. It's not something that you have to be able to do first and write on first take. So that's what I think is really cool about the whole writing process, is you're just having fun. Don't worry about the end product. That will come. And then we just want to add those lyrics. So now that you've kind of got a little tune going on, you're going to want to fit the lyrics into that tune. So let me just grab something, since I don't have those pieces of content yet stuck into lyrics. If I want to talk about not needing anybody, because now I've ditched the bad boyfriend, from some lyrics that I grabbed from my journal, and I talk about that in my blog as well. So I had the words love, oven, and this idea of it kind of being in the future. And so I put in, got some lovin' in my oven, just waiting around the bend. Got some lovin' in my oven, just waiting around the bend. Don't need no man or no husband, just a blanket and a friend. Okay, so you can put all that together, and now you've got a structure of how the lyrics are going to fit then into your little song structure. So in my next video, I'm actually going to break this down and then show you an even easier way to do it than this. This is very, very simple. It's almost embarrassingly simple and crappy. That's what we call the crappy first draft. That's my edited version of what I really called it in the blog. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Imei, and you can find this information on hipsforhire.com/blog under How to Write a Song, Part 1.